Hi, welcome. We're gonna create a Python Django app. To do that, I have created a to-do list folder on my desktop. Go to Git bash here. To-do list is the name of my project. I'm gonna open VS Code. File, open folder. I'll just click this once and click on select folder. It should open my file. Okay. So now let's start by adding our app. To do that, let's go to terminal by pressing Ctrl tilde. Okay, Django admin start app is command and to underscore app is the name of app that I just gave. So it's been created. Now let's add this new app that we just created inside settings.py. So there's installed apps. You need to add it here to underscore app. Save and let's create a template folder. I'm gonna copy the path of template folder and paste it inside settings, because normally whatever we do we need to let settings know that something has been created. uh, it's a raw string, so I'll put R here. Save it. Okay, so I'm gonna add a folder inside templates. It's going to be called core. So I think let's do that again. Okay, I'm gonna create a folder here, core, and inside core I'll add a file called base.html, and inside templates I'm gonna add another folder called to do, and inside to do I'll add few files like list all to do's .html, add to do.html, edit to do.html, and delete HTML. So this is the CRUD operation that we would be performing in just in a while. So I created a HTML file for these, and this base.html will have header and footer, and we will be adding contents on these HTML pages with the help of block that we will be giving inside base.html. So let's get started. I'll start by adding a url.py file inside our app. inside this to-do app, let's add a file and go to this urls.py inside from the main app folder, and here you can read the instructions. We need to include apps in the path, so we have to copy this include and paste it here, and let's copy this path. Right, if we have a link with slash to do slash, then we're asking it to include this app name, and we're asking it to go inside URLs of to do underscore app. So basically, if there is slash to do slash, then we're asking it to go inside this to do app and then go inside urls.py, which is empty right now, but let's populate it with some codes. Copy this and paste it here. We're going to import views over here. Okay, now so I'm writing list all to dos. If you remember, we have this list all to dos.html, so I'll just keep the same. So basically what it means is if there is a link path with list all to dos, then we want it to redirect it inside views, and then we haven't created any views, but we're gonna make the name of views same as this. Save. Also, if there is nothing provided, like if there is if it's blank, then also I'd like it to go inside list all views, list all to dos. Let's give it a name. Just in case we want to redirect, use return redirect, then we can just give this list all to dos. Let's copy paste these links. Save it. So these are the paths that we will be using. I've written everything at once. Okay, now after we have completed the path, we're gonna have to add IDs also. Since whenever we edit something, we need ID of which ID we are editing. So let's include that. Okay, so inside base.html we need to have some um, let's have some bootstrap starter template. Okay, let's click on getting started, and this is the starter template. Let's copy this, paste it here. Let's add some block title. Similarly, let's add block content here for body, and let's add a nav bar. I'm gonna add this first nav bar. I'll put nav bar inside nav tag, and I'm gonna put everything inside a div tag called container. Save it. Okay, and inside list all to dos.html, I'm gonna add title, content, and we're going to extend this base.html also. Okay, let's do it. Copy this title block and paste it here, and let's copy this content block and paste it here. Let's save it. Let's copy this and paste it on add, edit, and delete .html. And let's get a list. So let's get this first one, copy this and paste it inside list all to dos.html's content. We'll be adding the data that are inside database, but for now we're just gonna put this dummy database for the styling purpose. And inside add to do, let's copy a form. Let's see, let's copy and paste the first form here. And inside edit to do also, we are going to copy and paste. And we don't need this delete HTML actually, because we're not going to open any HTML page, it's just going to get deleted. So let's just remove this for for now. Okay, so let's just remove this and copy paste everything. So this is a to-do list, and okay, we'll add all these things, but for now, let's do something. Let's create a model first. Before we, without creating model, you wouldn't know what label I would be using. I'm gonna use just two labels, two attributes. That's going to be title and description. So let's go inside models and let's create a class. It inherit from models.model, and it's already imported, as you can see. So let's write title. All these fields you can, I learned it from the Django documentation, so you can get these field names from the documentation itself. There's a lot of field like email field, date field. So I'll show you. So if you type email, there is email field. There is also date field. There's a lot of things that you can learn from Django documentation. I'm just making the project simple for now. I'm gonna put 100 because I need to add some extra description. Okay, let's use dunder method for the string representation. Parameter would be self, and it returns something, which will be self dot title in this case. So this what this means is that inside our database it's going to store everything in the name of object. So we're going to change that and use title instead. That's it. And save it. So I'm gonna, since I have already created my model, I'll do the migration part right now. So the code will be inside our terminal Python make migrations, Python manage.py make migrations. This will create SQL script, and Python manage.py migrate will run the SQL script. Oh, it's saying there is no, okay, no problem. We'll add all those things. Okay, so let's go to views.py. Here inside ToDo app, and let's create some views. So we will be having 4 views, I guess. List all to dos, and this has the parameter request, and return something. So it returns three parameters. First will be request, second will be template, and third will be context. We will not be adding context right now. Let's just make it simple because we have not created our add to do yet. So if there is, if we click on add to do, or we want to add a title and description, which means we want to add new to do, right? So to do that, we need to get a form which is add to do.html, and if you click on this, so inside add to do, label for will be for title, and type will be text type, d will be title, and we will be adding name, title too. Copy this. This will be description. Text ID will be description, and name will be description too. And the method of form will be post, and form always needs to have CSRF token. Save. So this form will send some data inside add to do. So let's write code. Request.method is get. Then we're gonna show this. We're gonna return this add to do template that we just created, and request.method is post. Then we'll be getting some data, right? So let's do title. We'll be getting some data which will be So, so this is the data that's coming from our form, which will be stored in here. And now what we will do is the name of our model dot object dot create. So this will create brand new object inside our database. So it's gonna create with where title equals to title and description equals to description. And after it adds a required object, we're gonna render it to list all to-dos. So redirect, I believe this is the name. So to know what exactly is the name, click on urls.py and check the name. Copy this, paste it here. That's it. And okay, now we're going to do delete. Copy this, paste it here. Let's check urls.py, delete to do, copy. So whenever you click on delete, an ID is passed always. Without ID, you wouldn't know which object, which record to delete. So ID is definitely passed. So ID is coming, and now what we will do is do equals to objects.get. Without slicing, we'll keep be getting a record. So always use get instead of filter if only one record is required. ID equals to ID. Right now we only need one record whose ID is specifically this. Okay, and the record gets saved inside to do variable, and we need to delete this specific to do. So delete. That's it. Now we're going to redirect it to list all to-dos again. Copy this and paste it here. Save it. Okay, so now we're going to use edit to do. Copy this. Okay, edit to do also requires an ID because without having an ID, you wouldn't know which record to edit. So this to do has the record that needs to be edited, modified, and let's get rid of these. So if it's get, then and it will redirect it to edit to do .html template. and the context will also be passed, which will be to do. Copy this. If it's a get, then we're gonna pass context. So if it's post, if it's a post request, then we're going to we're going to save the new data inside our database. So our record is right now inside ToDo. So I'm just gonna repeat this one more time. Our since this ID is passed, the record that needs to be edited is inside ToDo. So we will be modifying inside ToDo itself. So we need to modify ToDo's title and ToDo dot title and ToDo dot description. So let's just get request. So request.post title will bring the data will bring the edited data inside the title field and save it inside todo.title, and description will bring the description will come and get stored inside todo.description, and we're gonna save this. And we will redirect it to list all to-dos. Okay, now let's go to edit todo.html page. Edit todo.html page has almost everything that add to do page has. Copy this, paste it here. So this edit todo HTML has values. So once you click on edit, you will be seeing our edit form pre-filled with the values that we had previously typed. So value equals to and also that's the reason if you go inside views.py, we are sending context. So this context has the value previously typed. So we're gonna use this to pre-fill previously typed values here. Do dot title and copy this, description, save it, and once this is done, we're gonna add action. Action is going to add URL and ID inside action. To do and ID will be to-do.id. Save. And inside list, we're gonna list everything, all the to-dos that has been added. So inside this we will be adding class name to do dot objects dot and all these records are stored inside to do, and we will be passing this as context. Save it. So this will be passed inside context, inside list all to dos. Okay, so go inside this and let's write a for loop here. And let's give a value, and let's keep title and description at the same line. And we need to end for that we just created. Okay, save it. Let's try to do the migration. Oops, I think we we haven't added our class name inside model inside admin. So admin dot site dot register, and we need to import the namespace underscore app dot model. Save it. Let's make migrations again. Okay, it's just a warning. It's just a warning. Okay, let's do migrate. Okay, now let's create a super user also. It's asking me for username. Let's put admin, and email address would be password. Why? Okay, now just try to run our application. We will be having some bugs and we will be troubleshooting those. So we need to add either admin or to do. Template does not exist. So it's saying list all to-dos.html. Yep, that's right. Because if you go inside views, our template does not exist because we put this list all to-dos inside to-do folder. So let's do to-do slash. Let's copy this and paste it here. Okay, so we can, as you can see, our home page is loaded. Now let's go to admin page and put our username and password. One. I've added two to-dos. So let's go to do title 1 and to do description 1. Okay, that sounds right. Now we'll add inside list all to dos, we're going to add link to edit and delete. So to get that link, I think go to bootstrap buttons, and there is something here. You go, this is the link that I'm talking about. I'm just gonna copy and paste this, copy this and paste it after ul or paste it after li. I'm not worried about design right now. Just gonna work on the basic functionality CRUD operation. Okay, save it. And here in href, we're gonna put link. So this is going to URL, and the URL would be edit todo.html. Edit to do, and we are also going to put ID. ID equals to i.id. Copy this and paste it. So this will be delete save it. Let's see if this works. Okay. So we're gonna click on this delete, and yep, that has been deleted. Let's click on edit. Cat food. Bring some cat food. Cat food edited. So cat food edited. Edited. Bring some. So it's working. Okay. So we have completed our CRUD operation. Um, let's also do something. Let's in here. Let's do add, so that we can add. Let's add an add button here. It's going to give us a line as our horizontal line. Okay, so we have, let's edit this, watch TV. Yep, it's working. And if you click on delete, it should delete this. Okay. Yep, you can do a lot of things here, like change the navbar, do some other functionalities. We're gonna stop right here. Next video I will not be using this HTML form. I'll be using modal form that Django uses. Thanks very much for watching.